Paul and Maria meet us at Miami Airport and bring us to the Marriott on Pompano Beach, where we spend one night recovering from our jet lag. The hotel's right on the beach with a great view. Next day, Maria and Paul drive us the 4 hours or so to Orlando, home of Disney World. We're staying in the Ritz-Carlton and our room has a stunning view. And our room is very comfortable and very luxurious. This is the lobby lounge, set up for children's Christmas tea. A real gingerbread house and gingerbread making lessons. Our donation to charity gets our names iced onto real gingerbread bricks. There are immense rooms and spaces in this hotel aimed at the convention trade. You can walk straight through from the Ritz-Carlton to the adjacent Marriott, which is even bigger. Disney World is enormous. It covers 39 square miles altogether. We'll be spending our day in Epcot, specifically the World Showcase. We arrive at the Boardwalk, Disney's evocation of turn-of-the-century seaside resorts, set on the lakeside. From here, we get a boat across to Epcot. We start at Disney World's version of Great Britain, although nowhere in Britain looks anything like this at this time of the year. And we can look across the lake to Italy. We'll be there later. We're now entering Mexico with its own Aztec temple and its own genuine Mexican mariachi band. A short walk from Mexico and we're in China. Passing through an African village to the USA, where Christmas songs are being performed under the rotunda.
of Christmas is long, long ago. It's the most wonderful, wonderful time of the year. There'll be much kissing, blowing and tossing and blowing, red loved ones are here. It's the most wonderful, most marvelous, wonderful, marvelous, joyous, most wonderful time. The most wonderful, wonderful time of the year.
And then a stroll to France, where we have an excellent French dinner before the candlelight concert and a fireworks and laser display around the lake. Back to Pompano Beach for another night in the Marriott Hotel. This time we're in an enormous corner suite. From our balcony we could see the ships leaving Port Everglades. In the morning we're off to Port Everglades to board the Eurodam, and here we are just passing the Celebrity Silhouette on our way out. There are 8 cruise ships in port today, and there in front of us are Royal Princess and Ruby Princess. On the right, Allure of the Seas, the world's largest cruise ship, Carnival Freedom and New Amsterdam. Royal Princess is moving out to follow us. You can just see Princendam way behind the Silhouette. Heading out through the channel to the open ocean for an overnight sail to Holland America's private island of Half Moon Cay. This is in the Bahamas, and its real name is Little San Salvador. We come ashore by tender, and the first part of the island we come to is a small village with a bar and some shops. Anything you buy in these shops or bars on the island is charged to your shipboard account. There's a very long, beautiful sandy beach with plenty of sun lounges provided. The beach is big enough that if you're prepared to walk a bit from the entrance, there's no trouble finding space. Princendam has followed us from Fort Lauderdale. There's a small chapel where weddings can be performed. There are plenty of well laid out paths. Our first refreshment stop. The Galleon is another bar. From the top deck, there's a good view of the whole of this small island. The colourful huts are private cabanas that you can hire for the day. Eurodam sailed late afternoon and spent the whole of Christmas Eve sailing towards Ocho Rios in Jamaica. Our berth was an uneven 10-minute or so walk to the main part of Ocho Rios, where the shops were fully open despite it being Christmas Day. The Taj Mahal Shopping Centre. For a small fee, get your photograph taken with an exotic creature. Island Village is a shopping and leisure complex just next door to the main cruise pier, not the one Eurodam is at. It includes Margaritaville, an exotic Caribbean watering hole, bustling this Christmas Day morning. You could make a spectacular entrance by the bar on this water slide. The NCL ship had the more convenient berth on this occasion. Overnight, Eurodam sails to Georgetown, Grand Cayman, in the Cayman Islands, which is a British overseas territory. The Cayman Islands are a centre of the offshore financial services industry, and the small population of the islands have the highest per capita income in the Caribbean. It is also a favourite destination for cruise ships, and today there are 6 cruise ships in port. There are no docking facilities for cruise ships, so all passengers have to tender ashore. We managed to get on the first of Eurodam's tenders. One of the reasons the island is so popular with cruise passengers is the concentration of high-end shops. These are all located in very easy walking distance of the places where the tenders bring you ashore. There are also on the island many other things tourists can do, but on this occasion we didn't stray very far from the centre of town. Late afternoon and the cruise ships are all starting to make their way away from Grand Cayman. Eurodam is headed for Key West in Florida. Key West is a small, low-lying island, the westernmost of the chain known as the Florida Keys. It's only 90 miles from Cuba and nearer to Havana than it is to Miami. Eurodam is berthed right near the heart of the town. It's only a short walk into the town, and you pass some interesting street sculpture. We chose to do a circuit on the Sightseeing City trolley. Key West offers a variety of options to get around and see the sights of the town. We've reached the end of the line, and it's time to take a look around on our own 2 feet now. Sloppy Joe's Bar is a Key West institution and was a second home to Ernest Hemingway when he lived here. The present site is the second location of the bar. Captain Tony's Saloon now occupies the original site. The end of our walk, we've reached the marina where we're going to meet up for lunch. It's an overnight sail back to Fort Lauderdale at the end of the first cruise in this 2-week back-to-back. Port Everglades is slightly less busy today, 7 cruise ships in rather than the 8 last week. Fort Lauderdale Airport is right next door to Port Everglades, which is very handy for some passengers joining the ships here. Our sister ship, New Amsterdam, is first off today. We had been told that Eurodam would be first to leave, but a passenger had to be taken to hospital. Not too serious, I hope. Next off, it's Royal Princess, which plays the Love Boat theme on its horn. Next is Ruby Princess. Celebrity silhouette entering the channel as Eurodam pulls away. Behind us, Independence of the Seas, which looks like being the last ship to leave tonight. Allure of the Seas is preparing to follow us. Eurodam is in the channel now. A fly past of pelicans to see us off. Allure of the Seas following us into the channel. Heading off out of the Channel into the Atlantic Ocean, and we have a day at sea before we arrive at the island of Grand Turk in the Turks and Caicos Islands. Grand Turk is the administrative centre of the islands. The locals claim that Grand Turk was Christopher Columbus's first landfall in the New World, but this is disputed by others. Eurodam is berthed at the cruise centre. A very short walk from the ship are all the sun lounges and so on that you could possibly want for a day at the beach. All of this at no extra charge. There's also the ubiquitous Caribbean island shopping mall with all the usual high-end shops. US astronaut John Glenn splashed down near Grand Turk and was brought here afterwards for debriefing. The cruise centre includes a pool complex. This boasts a Margaritaville, claimed to be the largest in the Caribbean. Overnight, Eurodam sails 350 nautical miles to San Juan, the capital of the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico. It turned out to be a local public holiday, so many local people were thronging the streets as well as us. We're walking towards the old town. San Juan was founded in 1521. Which makes it the oldest city under United States jurisdiction. The walls of the old city saw off many invaders over the centuries. This natural harbour was the gateway to the Spanish possessions in the Americas. We enter the old city through the San Juan Gate. At the end of the street, the governor's residence. Eurodam sails in the late afternoon and in the morning arrives at Charlotte Amalie capital of the US Virgin Islands. We are berthed at Crown Bay, which is a little way distant from the centre of town. There are lots of high-end shops in the town centre, but we chose to take a tour. Our first stop gives us a view over Charlotte Amalie and the bay. From the second stop we have a view over Megan's Bay and out towards the British Virgin Islands. Another full day at sea and we arrive at Moon Cay for our second visit to the private island. Eurodam is in as well as us today. Sadly, just one more night on board and we disembark in Fort Lauderdale in the morning.
Down the way where the nights are gay and the sun shines daily on the mountain top, I took a trip on a sailing ship, and when I reached Jamaica I made a stop. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way, won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around, I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Sad to say I'm on my way, won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around, I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town.